Ein herzliches Willkommen und zu einem weiteren Part Let's Play The Outer Worlds. Ich bin Fix. Beim letzten Mal waren wir weiter auf der Breakout, haben dort hier unter anderem die Kühlpumpen gefunden, mit dem Vertreter hier des Vorstandes getroffen und mit dem Arten Martin Callahan gesprochen, der nicht das schönste Schicksal hat. Nun gut, jetzt geht es zumindest darum, dass wir hier der werten Ellie sagen, dass sie leider für den Vorstand arbeiten müssen. Anders haben wir sie leider nicht rausboxen können.
The good news came through the wireless. Looks like you paid my debt to Jesse. I guess that means I owe you now, right? Tell you what, I'm a little short on bits at the moment, but I'm a decent scrapper and a better than average sawbones. If you're looking for a medic, I can work my debt off. If I'm being honest, and I prefer not to, I was about ready to pick up another contract anyway. And you settled this in a pretty tidy fashion, which tells me you're competent. But we can say I'm repaying the favor if you prefer that version. She helped me win a bet. We were on a smuggling run planet side when our point man bet me I couldn't outrun a mantisaur. And, as you can probably guess, the thing was faster than it looked. Probably would have caught me if Jesse hadn't picked it off. Yeah, but the important thing is I won the bet. You won't be sorry. Though it looks like you've got a full roster already. Time to play favorites, Captain.
Dr. Fenhill, glad you opted to join us. It'll be good to have a Sawbones on the crew.
Got word from Udam, from the hitman who trailed me the other night. Seems I'm indentured to the board now. I ain't too elated about going exclusive, but it's better than winding up dead. You sure saved my skin, stranger. All debts between me and Ellie are cleared.
Okay, gut, dann ist ja glücklicher, als ich es jetzt erwartet habe. Ich dachte ehrlich gesagt, die sind ein bisschen Depri darüber. Aber okay, dann freut mich das ja. Was haben wir jetzt hier? Ach ja, unter 10.000 Credits brauchen wir. So, damit haben wir eine neue Mitstreiterin, und zwar die werte Ellie. Also wir können nur 2 Leute mit der Party haben. Schade, 3 wären natürlich... Oder 10 oder 20. Nein, aber ist schon in Ordnung. 165 Automark bist du. Ui, Visiersiebel. Sieht ja cool aus. Was haben wir eigentlich für Waffen? Plasmagewehr. Ja, das lassen wir jetzt erstmal so. Zumindest, wir haben jetzt erstmal alle Aufgaben hier abgeschlossen. Genau, die können wir fragen. Mit Max können wir reden. Mit dem Captain. Und da geht's jetzt als nächstes hin. Da müssen wir jetzt erstmal einen Planeten.
Dr. Finhill. I notice your pistol's been making a funny noise.
What are you talking about? I oil it every night.
Well, look here. Your slide's not recoiling fully? You might be due for a new spring. I could take a look, maybe fix it for you.
Sure. I'm short on bits at the moment, but I'll pay you back.
Oh, no.
Hey, you got a second? Hey, we don't know each other yet, but I'm Felix Millstone. I was in the middle of a little discussion with the local authorities when you passed me by. I noticed your ship in port. Got to thinking you might be looking for some crew, so I wandered by, just to take a closer look. Gotta hand it to you, boss. That's a fine-looking ship. Only thing it's missing is me. What? No. No. Okay, yeah, maybe a little. I'm not trying to be all creepy-like. I just want to make a good case for myself. Just give me a shot. That's all I'm asking. I could be the best damn crew you ever hired. Oh, okay. Well, can you give me a couple of pointers? Sure, I can be myself. I can be myself better than anybody else in the system. You're looking for crew, I'm looking for a way off this port. So we've got something in common already. And yeah, I know I came on a little strong, but honestly, when was the last time anybody was so eager to throw in with you? That's gotta count for something, right? Sure, an interview. That sounds fair. I mean, first time for everything, right? Ask me anything you like. Are you kidding? I love a good fight. One time, I took an autoloader's head clean off its servos with one swing of a tossball stick. You can count on me in a scrap, boss. That's a promise. It's delicious. Mock apple pie and a tripicale crust? Maybe with a little cream on top? Classic. Foreman told me my biggest problem was that I didn't take orders. I told him my problem is not with authority, it's with jackasses. So yeah, I guess my biggest flaw is that I don't suffer idiots. Hope that's not a deal breaker. I had this foreman, right? Guy never liked me, always trying to get a rise out of me. But I keep my chin up, right? Be the bigger man, I tell myself. He's a Spacer's chosen man, though. So when the Chosen beat my Rangers the other night, my foreman comes swaggering up with his head full of boasting. That's when I broadsided him with a tossball stick. Yeah. Look, this was a long time coming. Guy thinks he can push me around because he's some sky-high foreman, and I'm just a back bay's dock worker. Well, former dock worker. Guess I just tendered my resignation. Wow. You don't know how long I've been waiting to hear that. Thanks, boss. You're not gonna regret this. I'll just gather my personals and meet you on board. This is gonna be great.
Well, this'll be interesting, huh?
Huh? Oh, I am alert and awake. Not to worry. I take our ship's security highly seriously.
Hey, Captain. Can I get your temperature on something real quick? What? No. If it were, I'd be hollering loud enough to wake the dead. So, Junlei and I have been talking some. Through messages, I got him here on my datapad, and well, she sent me a poem. One she wrote her own self, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if I should read into it, because poems are all symbolic and such, right? It's not so good, but real sweet. Oh, law. That's what's got me spooked. I don't rightly know. It's about this engine that's been shaking itself apart. Then this lady mechanic comes by and lays one hand on it. The trouble goes away. It sings. I don't want to get too hopeful, but I'm wondering if maybe she's the engine and I'm the lady? It's a real romantic poem. Made my chest hurt, kinda. I don't know where it's leading yet, or if I'm misinterpreting. I'm not much interested in physical stuff. Never have been. Leastways not like other folks seem to be. It's not that I can't, I just don't care for it. It's been a problem in the past. The folk who wanted to be with me back in the Vale, they said I was cold. Thanks, Captain. That makes me feel a touch better. I actually had another message from Junlei. I just couldn't work up the courage to open it. But I'm gonna change that. Right now. Okay, here we go. Let's see here. Talking about old friends, got to thinking... Isabel? Who's Isabel? They were... close, Captain. Like, more than friends close. I don't know. Junlei talked about them like it was past, but how far in the past? 10 years? Last week? Captain, I'm feeling all mixed up right now. Could we maybe head to the Groundbreaker? Get some drinks at that bar there? The Lost Hope? Drinking never solved nothing, Captain. I ain't been able to sleep for 3 nights now. I just want to unwind. Just the tiniest bit. I'm full serious. Next time we're on the Groundbreaker, I aim to get a drink. If I got to, I'll do it on my lonesome. But I'd feel better if someone I trusted was there.
Something on your mind? I'm a surgeon by training and a pirate by inclination. Not much else to know, Captain. I like long walks on the promenade and the smell of Spacer's Corona. I make a mean zero-G cocktail and I've got a meaner right hook. It's a mix of whatever you've got on hand. Usually zero-G brew with some Spectrum vodka if you're lucky, purple berry shake if you're not. I'll make you one sometime. If you don't enjoy it, I'll make a few more until you do. Sure do. Some of it was even legal. There's a lot of business that goes through the Groundbreaker. Some of it's board-authorized freight hauling, and some of it's not. I've done all types of work with all kinds of crews. If there's one thing you ought to know about me, it's that I won't tell you your business. Your ship, your way. Not at all. I chose this life to make bits, not waves. Though if I can offer another perspective, piracy's just trade the corporations don't have a hand in. Well, they're the ones who set the rules, so I guess you can't blame them for stacking the deck in their favor. But the rest of us have to get by somehow. Don't go getting the wrong idea. I don't have principles, I just don't like being told how to live my life. Let's move on to something lighter. All this talk of politics makes me tired and thirsty. Well, my blood type is AB positive, I'm a Leo, and I despise Space Hospital. Never mind what anyone else tries to tell you. That about covers it. Aw, come on, that stuff's boring. Look, the thing I've learned about living in close quarters is that you've got to give people room to breathe. I'm all for making a few bits together and having fun doing it, but let's keep a little professional distance. No complaints here.
Good to see you, boss. Didn't I tell you? I'm secretly the chairman's orphan child, abandoned at birth in the back bays. That's right. Can't get anything past you, boss. Honestly, before you picked me up, I was living in the back bays. Spent my whole life up there, watching ships roll in and take off. Always wondered when my ship would come. I was what folks on the Groundbreaker call a stowaway. Means I was invisible. Life carried on for everybody else, but not for me. I had to make my own way. That's what they called us. Orphans with no family, no company to take us in, nowhere to go but the back bays. The word's a touch kindlier than rung leech, but the meaning's just as clear. If you can't support your own self, you don't deserve to be on the groundbreaker. Same way we all do. Look for work and hope somebody would give me a shot. Hauling boxes was about the only work I could find. Hated every second of it. Foreman and I never got on. Could be I was overreacting. A better man might have turned the other cheek. Exercised a little bit of that, what's the word? Restraint? But on the other hand, broadsiding the jackass with a tossball stick, that felt good. That felt real good. You ought to try it. That's what I like about you, boss. You got a mean swing. I caught a real lucky break. If you hadn't picked me up, I'd still be back at the docks, waiting for the day my ship arrives. Oh yeah, I had a prison cell back on the Groundbreaker. Carved my name on the wall. I wonder if it's still there. Thanks for listening, boss. Let's get going.
Okay, ziemlich cooler Abstecher, weil wir haben zum ersten Mal unser Schiff hier eigentlich angeschaut, Mann. Jeder hat ja seine eigene Kajüte. Sehr schön. Was ist das? Jetzt besser belüftet als zuvor. Durchlöcherte Lederjacke. Aha. Achso, das ist wahrscheinlich dann dieses Zimmer. Okay, wir haben jetzt hier einfach mal 2 neue Rekruten, nenne ich es mal, aufgeschnappt. Aber irgendwie finde ich unseren Entwickler nicht. Das ist unser kleiner Kampfroboter. Okay. Leute, wir können einen Kampfroboter unsere Party mitnehmen. Ich sehe es schon kommen, Mann. So kürzt sich das. Okay. Trotzdem, ich habe keine Ahnung, wo der Wicker ist. Der treibt da irgendwelche schlimmen Geschäfte. Das sehe ich schon. Okay, du reparierst. Das ist klar. Warte mal. Jetzt macht es mir eigentlich so schwer. Der hat einen Granatwerfer. Du taugst mir. Du taugst mir wirklich. Genau. Wo ist der Wecker? Oben. Ich wusste doch, dass ich hier falsch bin. So. Also ganz nett, Mann. Das sind wirklich so mass-effektische Züge, dass man hier mit den Charakteren reden kann und sie unterhalten kann. Sehr, sehr schön. Gefällt mir wirklich gut. Ich dachte wirklich, das Schiff ist halt nicht mehr als ein Hub, aber dass man sich hier umschauen kann, dass die auch alle hier ein bisschen hier Zeug machen, das ist echt ganz nett.
Got it. His name is Reginald Cheney, and he joined a sublight salvage crew. Only he's not listed on the return manifest. Must have made landfall somewhere he wasn't supposed to. Ah, yes. Here. There's a domicile on Monarch in Fallbrook, rented to the same bit card he used to buy his seat on the salvage ship. I should have guessed. What better place to lay low if you wish to avoid the authorities? I admit it was a bit of a long shot, but when you've spent as many hours as I have in contemplation of the universe's secrets, you sometimes get a sense for these things.
How can I be of assistance? The unit is a cleaning SAM. Hawthorne brought it on board some cycles ago, I'm sure with the intent to modify it, but I've never seen it up and running. Alex likely recorded progress notes detailing his efforts to modify SAM. If you check the terminal in your captain's quarters, we may be able to determine what work remains in order for SAM to properly operate. Yes, Captain. Beginning playback now.
There's viscera and death everywhere. Gunfire, gnashing teeth. The unemployed. For law's sake, if anyone's receiving this, please send help. What? No! No, no, no!
Captain, we are now capable of accessing the Roseway landing pad. Also, corporate protocol requires that all distress signals include a list of key personnel for retrieval. The embedded names are Anton Crane, Vaughn Cortez, and Orson Shaw. I have lots of minutes. Many minutes. Unlimited minutes, perhaps. Providing an adequate power source, I can function indefinitely. I prefer to think of it as being in a state of slumber, perhaps for an indefinite duration of time. Do you think that is what it's like for the colonists on the Lost Hope? When I simulate myself in such a scenario, I do not find it to be desirable. I think my self-preservation protocols incline me to desire the alternative. Traveling the system with you, Captain. Do you know what it feels like when the ship undergoes an unexpected power surge? A jolt to the system. I have felt that. I do feel that. As you may be aware, Captain Alex Hawthorne was a smuggler of some repute. I failed to predict the likely outcome of his reckless behavioral patterns. I should have predicted that. In our travels together, Alex liked to pass time by, as he called it, tinkering to improve my design. Oh, I know you are not the same Captain Alex Hawthorne who died in Emerald Vale due to excessive internal and external bleeding. I required you to assume Hawthorne's identity in order to sync your commands to my interpretation protocols. I've since registered you as the captain of the Unreliable. You're welcome to continue lying about your identity if you wish, but I know the truth. I am relieved to hear it, Captain. No, but I am programmed to put you at ease by saying so. If you mean, was Captain Hawthorne my first? Yes, he was. How can I be of assistance? What part of the colony would you like to discuss? Ah, yes. As Dr. Welles is a wanted outlaw, he built his laboratory into an asteroid. Orbital destinations can be challenging to land on. His more so than most. There is a bounty on his head, one with a markedly high reward amount. Shall I engage the laser weapons system? A sensible choice, as we do not have any laser weapons. The outlaw scientist known as Dr. Phineas Welles has taken a measure of precautions to make the lab undetectable to those hunting him. Even knowing the location, my systems resist my orders to go where I instruct them. Of course, what part of the colony? We're cleared to dock with the groundbreaker if that's your desired destination. If we're going there, please be sure all docking forms have been filed in triplicate and fees have been paid. The Mardettes take their docking laws quite seriously. The groundbreaker was Halcyon's original colony ship. It has since been repurposed as a service station in the Lagrange point of the system. Freighters often deliver or pick up goods from the groundbreaker en route to other destinations. The city ship hosts an array of cargo bays, factories, housing sections, and more. Many of Halcyon's companies maintain office spaces with stationed representatives in what is considered a truly neutral territory within the system. If we're going there, please be sure all docking forms have been filed in triplicate and fees have been paid. The Mardettes take their docking laws quite seriously. Of course, what part of the... Where in Terra 2? Edgewater is the sparkling county seat of Emerald Vale, or it was when first built. Since then, neglect and time have worn away her shiny veneer. The town is near the coordinates where Captain Hawthorne died. It would not be unfortunate if something, like say a plague, were to wipe Emerald Vale from the face of the planet. You mean the ones who did not answer my distress call with medical assistance, but instead came to issue my injured captain a parking ticket? I'm sure they are wonderful humans who don't deserve to be wiped out by starvation or a devastating plague. Since you diverted power to Edgewater, the botanical lab shut down, and the deserters were forced to return to town. Meanwhile, the cannery's output increased, enabling the town's population to prosper. Thank you for nothing, Captain. I cannot say. First, I need to adjust my memory interpretation sensors, but I think my answer is yes. Of course, what part of... Where in Monarch? Ah, Monarch, the armpit of the Halcyon system. Her last functioning port town is Stellar Bay. Well, that is if you don't count Sublight's Smuggler's Port in Fallbrook. I believe it has something to do with the planet being an uninhabitable wilderness and a lawless land with no corporate presence. You may wish to survey the residents in Stellar Bay for additional data points. It's Sublight run for the purpose of shipping contraband, and before you ask, I don't know the coordinates, so I can't dock us there. I request you...
Irgendwie war das hier ein bisschen depressives Gespräch. Aber ganz herzlich davon, ganz herzlich, wie das gesagt hat, ja. Was soll ich von den Menschen halten, die meinen Captain, der mir lieber ein Ticket für Falschparken gegeben hat, anstatt den hier zu retten. Ganz herzhaft. Hat irgendwie voll recht gehabt. Suche nach Hoffmanns Terminal. Genau, das haben wir hier nämlich. Aktuelle Nachricht, Suchbegriff Sam. Denk daran, du hast deinen letzten Job einen ausrangierten Reinigung- und Wartungsroboter in der Marine gefunden. Es sollte kein großes Problem sein, den wieder in Betrieb zu nehmen mit ein paar wenigen, aber bedeutenden Modifikationen. Kann ich sogar eine kampffähige Variante vorstellen. Quasi von einer höchst effizienten Säuberungsmaschine sprechen. Das könnte lustig werden. Hahaha. Entfernung der Werkstatt Seifenreiniger erfolgreich. Lieferung für den kampfmodifizierten Säurereinigerverzöger. Projektverzug jetzt auf 3 Monate geschätzt. Ich habe sonst nichts Wichtiges zu tun. Oh, halt. Stimmt doch gar nicht. Ich glaube, die Lieferung kommt nicht mehr. Das Teil ist im Transit verloren gegangen und wird also bald nicht treffen. Aber es gibt Neuigkeit. Ich habe einen Typen gehört, der ein Mädel kennt, die den Händler kennt. Der weiß, wo ich einen Säurereiniger mitgehen lassen kann. Und der mich für die Info viel zu viel Kohle abknüpft hat. Das Teil wurde an eine alte Lagerungseinrichtung in Rosé geschickt. Wer hätte gedacht, dass ich mal das Rexlos zurückkehre. Zum Glück ist Anticleo schon seit Jahren daraus. Ich hole es nach dem nächsten erneuten Halt in Emerald Vale. Welles will, dass irgendwer eine wichtige Person begleite. Detailfolgen später. Okay, gut. Dann haben wir jetzt ja einiges zu tun, Leute. Die Galaxie steht bereit, dass wir sie erobern. Und dann würde ich sagen, geht es dann beim nächsten Mal weiter mit Let's Play The Outer Worlds. Bis zum nächsten Mal dann, auf Wiedersehen. Ciao.